Alright, Elder Statesman back here again for our first constructed event of the week. We are going to be using the new Turbo Surveil deck that we made in Friday's video. I've named Somebody's Watching Me. And we're going to jump in. Move some stuff around here. Alright. I've got a cat walking across my desk threatening to step on my laptop right in the middle of recording. So I had to make a path. Because as you know, cats are jerks. And they'll ruin your things if they can. Alright. Got a couple lands. We got Thoughtbound Phantasm. I like it. We're going to keep. We're going to start with the tapped land. So I could pay to have the Watergrave come into play and tap to get the Spybug out. And then follow next turn with the Discovery. I'm thinking instead I want to just essentially play a turn behind since all my lands are coming to play tapped. We'll just do the Phantasm. That way when I do play the Discovery, hopefully I have two of these creatures in play to take advantage of it. Ooh, Thief of Sanity. Okay. Well, that must die. I played with that card in my my last draft event, as you saw, and I know exactly how good that card can be. So. We're going to get rid of this tapped land here. Spybug, and we'll Discovery at Sorcery Speed. I don't really think I want either of these. That could be good. Oh, okay. Probably the Vraska's Contempt, but maybe they'll do the Notion Rain. Oh, Thought Erasure. Interesting, okay. Okay. Okay, well we're gonna get the Notion Rain into play, or cast the Notion Rain. I want to have something. I was gonna say I want to have something I can discard. I really wouldn't mind having both of these spells. So we're gonna keep, and I guess maybe discard the Vraska's Contempt. A lot of it depends on what he plays this turn. If he drops out Doom Whisperer, yeah, we'll get rid of the Contempt. We're going to do Spybug and Thought Erasure. Ritual has definitely got to go. I'd like to get rid of the Eldest Reborn, but Ritual's got to go. Do I want... I think I do kind of want that so that I can get the Doom Whisperer into play next turn, potentially. Alright. I could surveil 7 times, make this a 9/9, drop him down to 8. What's he going to do? He's going to Eldest Reborn. Force me to sacrifice. And that might not... That might not be enough to do it. So we're going to go. We're going to go all in. Nope. Nope. What I'm looking for is a counter spell. Timer might get me here. I'll leave that on top. Because maybe that could draw me into a counter spell. That was close. I almost ran out of time there. Okay. What's he got? The Eldest Reborn by itself is not going to do it. Yes. The information from knowing what's in their hand is really good. I really like how the arena keeps those cards visible that you've already seen, so you don't have to try to remember them on your own, especially for older people like me. All right, well that worked pretty good. I wonder if he was playing the turbo version, or if he was more of just the grind him down card advantage version. Okay, well, I don't have any surveil yet, but I think I might keep and give it a try. We'll see. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I can either play my untap land now, get the Spy Bug on curve, but if I do that, then my next 2 turns are going to be behind curve, so I'd rather play this and the Phantasm. I'm only missing out on potentially 1 or 2 damage. But if I can get the Doom Whisperer out with these guys, I can deal a lot of damage in one turn. Okay, so I've got the mana to get the Whisper in play on turn 5. So that's good. So I just need something good to play on turn 4 here. Maybe some sort of creature removal. This Marauder. Might as well attack with the Spy Bug, because it's not going to be blocking. Now the real question is going to be, is he going to have counter magic to be able to counter my Doom Whisper next turn? Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to get run over by this deck. I need some sort of creature removal. Because right now I can't block these. He's got 2 of them, so nobody's going to be able to have flying to block. Let's see if I can draw into a couple creature removal spells. I don't know why I'm doing this, because it really doesn't matter. But we'll see. Yeah, but both those would have been good much earlier. Yeah, concede that one. So, drawing into these guys without any of the Surveil stuff, not a good starting hand. Especially against any sort of aggressive deck. Alright, next game here. Okay, that's a little bit better. I got a couple thought erasures. So I'll play one of these on turn 1, one on turn 3. Okay, do I play the Spy Bug before the Thought Erasure? I'm thinking it's worth it if he uses a burn spell to get the Spy Bug. I'm definitely going to use Murder on the Steamkin. At least it saves me a little bit of life. Oof. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. I want to start emptying their hand. As quickly as possible. That'll be handy. No risk factor, okay. Ouch. Okay. Guess we're getting rid of a Flame of Keld. We'll keep that. And we're gonna murder this Lava Runner right now. We're most likely going to die at 1 life. I can't cast my Notion Rain. He's going to draw 2 cards from that, and if he gets a land, he'll be able to cast a Risk Factor and get 3 more cards from that. And the odds of him not getting something he can use to kill me is pretty slim. I'm going to hold up the Admiral's orders for now. Notion Raid's a blank card. This doesn't do anything yet. I'll wait because he's going to draw a bunch of cards this turn. I think evolve next turn with Disinformation Campaign, Thought Erasure, maybe. Take out some stuff. Let's hope he doesn't draw a Burn Spell. Counter it. Yep, I was afraid of that. Well, we just got run over by 2 very quick aggressive decks. Let's see if we can hit a more mid-rangey deck. Something this deck will pair up a little bit better against. Okay, I've got a potential Price of Rain on turn 2. Potential. But good 3-drop, good follow-up to that. I'll keep it. I've got a bunch of untapped lands, so... Oh, I really hate seeing mountains on turn 1. Yep. Okay, I hope I can draw into a turn 2 play. Ooh, Electrostatic Field. Oh, hey, turn 2 play. See what we're working with here. And get rid of the Lightning Strike. Well, wait, he might cast the Risk Factor and get rid of... No, because next turn I'm going to cause him to discard a spell, so if I get rid of this, he can just cast both of these in response and off to discard. Whereas if I get rid of the Lightning Strike, he might not be able to... Well, he won't be able to cast both of these, so I can guarantee knock another burn spell out of his hand. Yeah, sure, we'll leave that on top. Do I take the damage? I think I take the damage this time. Got rid of the shock, okay. Do I dare cast this right now? What else am I going to do? I could Price of Fame, the Pyromancer, the Electrostatic Field. I could leave mana up for an Admiral's Orders. That might be good to stop the risk factor. I think I'll do that. Yep. Alright, that worked out well for us. Dead weight is good, because that allows me to play my Notion Rain, draw cards, and still take out this Pyromancer. So we're going to start with that. After this, I probably can't afford to play any more Notion Rains. Doom Whisperer, I definitely want, and I kind of want the next Dead weight as well. So my discard stuff's probably not going to do much now. Oh, I'm glad I got that Dead weight. And I can even play it. Nice. It and the Doom Whisperer. Next, I'll probably Price Fame this Electrostatic Field. Make his burn spells a little less effective. Gotta let him draw cards. Okay. I'm thinking, make him discard, counter the risk factor. Do I attack with the Doom Whisperer? It's going to drop me down to 5 before I can... I might have to hold off on attacking for a turn. Let's do this first. See what I draw. Okay, good. So I've got counter magic up. If not, I can Price Fame out one of the creatures. So I'm going to wait. Or do I want to attack? No, I'm going to wait. That would be game over if that got into play. Yep, I want that on top. Okay, so I can counter the risk factor, which you probably would do before combat, and then price of fame the lava runner. So I think I can afford to attack. It's a very close game. Interesting choice to only... Oh, never mind. That's all you can do it for is 4. Well, countering that. For sure. Yes, I want the price fame. Do I want the other land? I don't really need the other land. Okay, so he's probably going to cast Risk Factor, draw 3 cards. We'll have 4 cards in hand. So if I want to use the Dispersal, I need to use it now. But then that kind of leaves me open to him attacking with a haste creature. Otherwise, I can use the Price of Fame to take out the... Well, no, I want to do before he casts the Risk Factor because of the damage. So if I do that, I want to save this for next turn. Take out one of the cards if he still is holding one, so we're going to do the Dispersal. Get rid of the Electrostatic Field. Hope he draws poorly with the Risk Factor. Okay, I like that. I actually don't mind that, because I can make him discard that 1 card, drop him to 2, and then he's got a top deck off the top of his deck some way to deal that last 2 damage. Assuming I don't draw, like, a counter spell. Well, Notion Rain doesn't help me. Okay, so we're going to attack. Alright, so if I play the Spybug and Surveil, then I'm dead to almost any burn spell because I know how to stop it. If I just Surveil, I can maybe draw a counter spell, but if I don't, then it makes me vulnerable to a shock. So I really just have to leave the 4-mana open for the Price of Fame. That way I'm not vulnerable to shock or a 2-power haste creature. The odds of me... Well, the Surveil didn't do anything because that just manipulates the top of my deck. I have no way to get the card. So yeah, I don't want to Surveil. Alright, that does not kill me. That's game. Man, this mono red is a tough matchup. There are ways to beat it. I found with my Merfolk deck, if I get the Deepwater Roots out, I can get enough chump blockers in play to slow them down and start whittling away his creatures while I build up my army that I can defeat them. But it's tough. Alternatively, with enough discard, you can also do that. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little easier game here. I don't want to think this hard this early in the morning. Oh, this is a expensive hand. I mean, depending on the deck, it might not be bad, but if it's any sort of aggressive deck, I'm just going to get rolled. So I'm going to mulligan. It's really not any better, but I'm going to keep. At least get the Scry. And it's red. The Guild Gate, since I got nothing to play on 2. I don't believe this deck plays any legendaries. Okay. Night Veil Sprite, Chump blocks, basically eats a burn spell, doesn't do anything. I think it's either hold up mana for Sinister Sabotage or play a Disinformation Campaign. And I'm kind of leaning towards the Disinformation Campaign. Let me see here. Maybe the Sinister Sabotage might be the way to go this turn. Hope to surveil into some removal. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know if this is the right play. I'm playing against too many red decks. This is really a good deck. The red deck's a really good deck to play in the best of 1 games. That's worth the Sabotage. Because if people are using a lot of net decks, a lot of those decks have. I'll take the murder. A lot of those decks have ways to stop the red decks, but they're in the sideboard. They aren't main decking them. And so this deck just wins a ton of game ones because of that. You know, like, I believe this deck had Ritual of Soots in the sideboard, which would be great right now. That's interesting. Why didn't... Oh, never mind. He doesn't have the haste. Wow. What a good start. Well, I'm definitely casting Murder on Steamkin. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I think when this ticks up to stage 3, I'm just flat out dead. Well, he's going to deal 4 damage to me right now. No, that's game. Oh, so many mono red decks. Well, 2 and 3. That's a better start than my last new deck. So I'll take that. And let's see if we get lucky and upgrade a couple of these uncommons to a rare. Yes, we did. Alright, let's see some good uncommons here. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. How about a dual land? That's not what I'm looking for either. Well, that was kind of a bust, but I get my most of my gold back. So this deck isn't bad, but it's not real good against the mono red decks. And I played 5 games. I played 3 games against mono red, 1 against blue tempo, and 1 against maybe it was a mirror match. Maybe it was just more mid-rangey for the surveil, the grindy kind, but. Yeah, it's looking like you need to have a deck that can play against mono red if you want to do the best of 1. At some point in the future, once my collection is large enough, I'm going to start building decks with sideboards and jumping into the best of 3. But that's going to be a once a week sort of thing. It's a much larger time commitment because you're playing potentially, you're doing at least twice the number of games, potentially up to 3 times as many games. So where I can knock this out in usually an hour, hour and a half, it might be a 3-hour time commitment to do one of those tournaments. So that might just be a once a week sort of thing if I get to that point. But anyways, that's the Turbo Surveil deck. Somebody's watching me. Didn't do bad. Maybe the next constructed event I do with it, I won't hit so many mono red decks. Anyways, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you would have done different in the gameplay. As always, any budget decks you have you'd like to see me try to build. And I will see you tomorrow for another constructed event with the Pinball Wizards.